1. We're 9-1. We beat the boys. We're 9-1. Let's go Eagles. Let's go Philly. We're 9-1. Woo! Fly Eagles, fly! It's your boy Green Wingman, and we beat the Cowboys. We beat the stinking Cowboys. None of y'all can talk. None of those Cowboys can talk. Go back into your little holes. We own you for this season. The Philadelphia Eagles put a stinking butt whooping on the Cowboys, 37-9. Woo! Let's sit down and talk about this game now. As of course, this team has looked very, very sluggish, a little bit rusty coming out of the bye week, as we kind of expected. Really, really rough. It looked like it wasn't going to be that bad since we got that really nice drive going. We were getting first downs pretty much every 10 yards, and they started the game out with Kenyon Barner not only making a critical pass but also running the ball. So that I was really, really shocked. And then it started to cool off a little bit. Unfortunately, we did lose our kicker, Jake Elliott, due to concussion protocol as he tried to stop, the special teams from the Cowboys that put poor Mr. Elliott in concussion protocol with a head injury, and that unfortunately took our kicker out of the game, which basically put us in a tough situation. So, which we did not have a kicker. I think we had to use a linebacker to be one of our kickers. Anyway, which put us always to be in fourth down and to go for 2 points, which is ballsy. Which kind of goes back to the fact that Carson Wentz continues to make plays, man. Every every time that ball seems to come out of his hands, it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown in the red zone. Our red zone performance, our productivity on the red zone hasn't been incredibly amazing from this young man. It just seemed like this guy gets everybody involved. Alshon Jeffrey making a incredible leap and play. Nelson Aguilar running for the ball. Everybody gets involved in this play game, man. And again, props to Doug Peterson again. It got a little bit worrying. I got a little bit worried with Doug Peterson for a while. He tried to force the situation, and instead, once we went into the half, he realized that we were the far more superior team than the Cowboys, and he went back to running the ball. And then, shout out for the offensive linemen for doing a great job, being able to sit there and scheme and move and be flexible the way they are to get the running game going, especially for that big 87-yard for Jay Ajayi, making his presence known in the AT&T Stadium. Oh man, again the running backs finally got into his role. I thought personally, and I'm all over the place. I apologize for that. I thought personally that maybe Doug Peterson might have to go away from the running back committee and just kind of get one running back going just to kind of get into that rhythm, so it would create the play action, would settle the offense down, and then Carson Wentz can comfortably do what he needed to do to make the tight throws, to be able to run play action, to be able to do fakes and all that stuff. And slowly behold, they trust in the running game, and they did the job, and they got it done, man. The offense finally woke up. They got that they got that stick out of the butt, and they just went and scoring touchdowns, and it went for 2 point conversions. Unfortunately, with Zach Ertz dropping one, actually fumbling one before he actually got in there, but unfortunately, it didn't hurt us in that game. Going to the defensive side of the ball, when the offense was struggling, the defense held it down. Man, they two interceptions from the returning Ronald Darby. Welcome back into the lineup, my friend. Oh, dude. And you know what? It's just David Barnett, our young blood, David Barnett, getting at Dak Prescott. Man, was able to take him down, and that's impressive because Dak Prescott is a very tough dude to take down. So, props to that, man. Our defensive back just shut them down. Even, yes, and in the Cowboys, they did start to get the running game going, and they started to make a little moves here and there early in the game, and after that, they were basically shut down. There was nothing they could do. They were basically outmatched. They didn't have the ability to score. Dak cannot throw the ball down the field. He constantly saw pressure in his face the entire time. There was basically nothing they can do. I don't know. The Cowboys are pretty much done. They're done for the rest of the season. I don't know how that team's going to score without Zeke, without Sean Lee on their defensive line. And they're probably going to get Trevor Smith hopefully back before the season. But before then, when they get all those pieces back, it's pretty much too late. They're out of the playoffs. They're not going to do anything about it, man. So yes. So again, this is now game 2 with Dak Prescott not having a very good game. 2 interceptions. Actually, I think was it 2? No, I think it was 4 interceptions actually altogether. And he hadn't had 4 interceptions for like the entire season. So yeah, this is not looking good for the Cowboys at this point. It's looking really, really scary for the Cowboys, but who cares about that team? They're irrelevant. Anyway, the Eagles move on 9-1. They did their business now that we finally got that out of the way. Now, obviously, we haven't wrapped up the NFC East yet. There's still a couple more games that we have to play. We still have to play the Giants in December. But by then, again, the Giants are just not in it. By then, we would have this all wrapped up. We'll have the NFC East, but that's not even the Eagles' concern at the moment. It's now being the best team in the whole NFC and getting that first place bye, and hopefully going to the Super Bowl in Minnesota. That is now the main goal. Now that we finally got this out of the way, it's a good win. We're good. We did it. We beat the Cowboys. We got that cleared out. Now it's just the bigger, greener pastures back home. We take on the Chicago Cowboys. Again, Philadelphia Eagles Nation, are you guys happy? I know you guys are happy. You guys should be happy because your team is 9-1. Tell me in the comments below. And also make sure to check out my Twitter page and my Facebook at Green Wingman. Until then, this is your one and only Green Wingman, Philadelphia. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 9-1. Fly Eagles, fly EAGLES Eagles. Guys, have a wonderful night. Enjoy the victory Monday and enjoy the victory laugh. Go Eagles.